skip 10K months and go for 20K months. As an online coach, a lot of people are thinking, oh, I want to get to my first 6 figures. And this is quite commonplace because we see a lot of entrepreneurs who are like, oh, if I can get to $8,000 to $10,000 a month, I can quit my job. I can go full time. I can be making enough money where this can be my full-time career. But the mistake most entrepreneurs make is going to 10K a month, quitting their jobs, and then not continuing to grow. And this is a big red flag because for an entrepreneur, different than a 9 to 5, you can have good months and you can have bad months. Whereas a 9 to 5, you're just working an hourly rate, you're getting a salary, whatever it is, and it's consistent. And so what we see a lot of coaches getting to 10K months, quitting their job, not continuing to grow their business, and then guess what happens? They have a bad month. They maybe have a $3,000 month and maybe a $5,000 month. And then they're starting to freak out. They're not making enough money that this is actually sustainable. They're like, do I have to go get a job? They're thinking, oh, my strategies aren't working. When in reality, a lot of the times it's just like their business is having a rough couple months and they just need to fix a couple things and they're going to be okay again. But this is exactly why we actually here at CC, we recommend once you hit $10,000 a month, get to those $20,000 months as quickly as possible. Because if you get to a $20,000 month in business, even if you have a really bad month and you only hit $10,000 a month, you're still completely fine. And number 2, when you're at 20K months, you usually are able to have a little bit of spare cash to whether it's start to hire an executive assistant to help you with some stuff in your business, or you can even start to be putting money aside into some type of, whether it's savings or some type of emergency fund. So this is why we often advise is just get to those 20K months. Because most entrepreneurs, we all know it, even for people who are in business who get to 6 figures, still 80% of people don't make it long term. And this is one of the biggest reasons, is because they're not making enough consistently and it's way too stressful for them. And so I love that you want to get to 10K months or a 6-figure income, but see that as the milestone, as the stepping stone. Don't see it as the end all be all, okay? Now, a couple of tips to get to $20,000 months. Usually when people are making $10,000 a month, there's a couple different levers that we can pull that'll easily allow you to get to those 20K months using some just strategic moves. Number 1, usually we see increasing your prices by 10 to 20% at this point is a really good place. You have enough demand coming in that you could probably bump your prices and have the same amount of clients signing up, but go from $10,000 a month to $12,000 a month with just increasing your prices. The second 2 things that we often get people to look at is number 1, referrals, and number 2, retention. A lot of people who are at 10K months, if they would just simply have a little bit better referrals, a little bit better retention, can bump their income by a couple extra $1,000 per month. It's one of the easiest ways to grow your business. And then last but not least, as far as getting to $20,000 months, we often advise to get some type of virtual assistant who can take 5 to 10 hours a week, maybe even 15 hours a week off of your plate, whether it's admin work or super easy stuff that you can get them to do as far as maybe posting content, just different things, looking at your emails, whatever it is, so that you can spend an extra 5, 10, or 15 hours a week on the income producing activities. If you can just spend a little bit more time on the income producing activities, your retention and your referral ratios are just a bit better, your prices are a little bit better, that's where we see people being able to go from $10,000 a month to $20,000 a month, and it allows you to actually get to the place where you're less stressed about your business. So at the end of the day, skip 10K months. Just get to 20K months, use some of these strategies, and if you have any other questions, feel free to comment them down below, and we'll see you folks in the next video.